to Toronto in the last battle. Of course, the winner of the 4x100 medley relay picks the skins. How big is it to get her back onto the relay for Energy Standard?
Well, it is an upgrade, and you don't want to take anything away from Femke Heemskerk, who did such a splendid job in her place last week when she went 51 plus. But, you know, to have Sjöström on there, it's certainly, hey, listen, she's the best female swimmer on the planet. I mean, to have her on the anchor has got to give you a lot of confidence. Toronto will be good. This will still be a two-team race. Toronto and Energy are the two teams that will be battling at the end. They have a formidable relay themselves.
Energy Standard, Seebohm, Pilato, Skrdai, and Sjöström. Toronto counters with Moss, Wog, Hansen, and Coleman. Lane 4 and lane 8, likely the places to watch here to see who will pick the skins.
Toronto is going to need another brilliant leg by Louise Hansen. She was 55.3 a couple days ago. That's what they're going to need. And they're going to need another great lead off by Moss, who was 56.2, and hope that Seebohm slips right there in front of me. That's Emily Seebohm, who won the 100 earlier. She's 57 flat in the relay last week. I think you'll see a different Emily Seebohm, and if you do, then Toronto and the rest of the teams could be in trouble.
Yeah, and remember, we saw Kylie Moss swim the 50 backstroke. They kept Seebohm out of it, and again, it goes down to the strategy. The question, Rowdy, does a 50 backstroke take that much out of you?
Oh yeah, it does. Sure it does. I know it's a 50, but it definitely takes it out of you. And I think it was smart for them to keep her off. She's right there in second right now, 27.6 going out. Certainly, Moss looks great at 27.2. And if Moss, remember, Moss was 0.8 of a second ahead of Seebohm. Let's see if that strategy pays off. Right now, it sure doesn't look like it. In fact, Bratton looks like she may go by Emily Seebohm.
Another good start for Toronto into the lead. Looked like a very safe start for Wog there.
Seebohm was a little better at 56.9. She came in second. Moss was a little slower at 56.4. So at least early on, the payoff is there. And let's see if Pilato can come back from the big upset that she had earlier.
You remember, Pilato had won the 50 in the last matchup. She's gotten Energy Standard into the lead. Didn't look like a really great start for Kelsey Wog.
No, it was a 0.41 on the takeoff and 30.6 going out. Pilato's 29.8, so she went by Wog in a hurry. Now Wog's got to come back on this last 25. She's been known to have a great last 25. She's going to have to do it here to give Hansen a little bit of a chance. They're going to need at least 0.7 of a second ahead of Toronto. Excuse me, Toronto's going to need at least 0.7 on Energy to have a chance.
They don't have it.
No.
0.3 behind, so it's up to Hansen to try to make up the deficit.
And what a difference a couple days make. 3.9 on Pilato. She was 104.3 last week. She goes almost a second faster, so they'll look back to this youngster as having a great leg that now gives Energy the heads up on winning this relay.
And this might even favor Team Iron at the end of the day, because if you're Energy Standard, you might be thinking freestyle, Sara Sьёstrёm, but Ranomi would be right in the mix as well.
I'd go breaststroke.
Breaststroke?
I know it was an upset. I don't know though, Bernie. You know, after the upset, I'm not so sure. But yeah, you might want to go free. It's not an easy choice for Energy. Certainly, they look like they're going to win it. And Hansen and Skrdai, who looks like she's much better here. 55.3 on Skrdai. Wow, 55.7 on Hansen. Pretty good too. But this is going to make it easy for Sjöström.
Sjöström into the lead, and remember, I don't want to call it rested, but again, because her back was so sore, obviously her muscles got a little extra rest just while she tried to heal her back And she looks like she's in great form. She's already taken the 50 freestyle, about to lead Energy Standard to the relay win, where they're going to pick the skins, folks.
Yeah, and what do you choose? Do you go free or breast? I think it depends on how Sara feels after this meet.
Maybe even be butterfly.
Yeah, could be butterfly, you're right.
Gerdai, Bannock, well, they'll get to pick. Energy Standard wins the 400 medley, and they'll pick the skins, and they go first and third in that event. Pretty impressive overall, indeed. Sjöström, what a difference a week makes.
What an arsenal they have, right? They've got 3 different 50s that they could choose from. Fly, breast, and free. They don't want to go to back, but boy, that's a tough choice. I'm glad I'm not the coaching staff trying to make that decision.
That's good to have options, though, right?
They have lots of options heading tomorrow. Let's see if Mark can get it out of them.
James?
Probably not.
James, great first day. Clearly, you win the relay. What are you going to choose?
Well, we're not